Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play more of our Raja of the Rajput Reich campaign in Europa Universalis IV. So, bad news is we've spent about a year and a half just fighting rebels. Good news is that we almost have enough for Tech 10. So I guess we got that going for us, which is nice. We'll get better pips, we'll get the matched pips with Bahmanas on the cavalry and the cannons, which we have a lot more cannons than they do. I was not looking at it, but I'm going to go check it now. Bahmanas does have third most regiments. We have 28,000 troops. They only have 5 artillery to my 19. So getting that extra pip upgrade will be nice. Also, if I could... Are you hiring mercenaries to fight rebels? Wow, he is. Just, well, I am too, so I guess I shouldn't judge him. But, yeah. The Ottomans have no manpower. Wow, they're winning their war? Or they were, but now they're maybe losing. Not going to convert anything right now. I don't think we need to. Now would be the opportune time for it, but... Still working on trying to get that inflation down. Better relations over time, guys. Still probably the best pick. Trade efficiency guy has some value, but... Okay, so 2 more rebellions, and then apparently we've got the Nagaur particularists, but if we park an army in Nagaur, we just need about 10 regiments, we can make that go away. So that will be good. So let's let this fight happen. And then eventually we'll see about actually attacking our former ally. You see how much we have to fight rebels when we don't have him. Maybe it was a mistake. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so this is plains. There's no way he can outmaneuver us because we have 5 maneuver, which is crazy. Why are you suffering attrition? That's silly. Let's grab the damaged regiments. Except for the mercenaries. You know what? I'm just gonna shift consolidate them, and it's actually bad to do on mercenaries because they recover no matter what. But I want peak fighting efficiency, so take all of our damaged units out, and we're going to want to have at least 11 infantry. So we'll grab half this infantry and bring it here. 29th, 31st. That'll work out alright. Of course, he's probably going to suffer attrition as they all arrive. Yep, on arrival attrition. Awesome. Now they're underneath. They shouldn't have suffered it. Whatever. So yeah, we've got not too many mercenaries here. We got 11. In the front. We could put some more artillery into this. We'll send another 4 over. 7th, 11th. They'll join the fight a couple days late. I'm quite alright with that. Hopefully, though, actually, you know what? They'd bring in a river crossing, wouldn't they? Because they don't have a leader, and there is a river between here and Raipur. I want to try it, though. I want to find out, because I know allies and vassals have brought in river crossings before. I just want to check and see if any army has less maneuver, does that mean you automatically get a river crossing? The answer is no. Okay, that's worth knowing. I could have sworn I've seen crappier armies bring in river crossings. You guys all get to go hang over there, which means we're pretty much done with the rebellion. Now we're negative 17,000 manpower, but you know, it happens. We could scrap some troops and hire mercenaries, but I don't want to do that. It costs about, I've done the math on it, it costs about 2 ducats. Let's do the math on it again. Each regiment that is reinforcing costs 2 times this number, right? So each infantry, just take a single infantry stack, okay? 0.23 times 2. It's going to cost 0.46 ducats for that army to reinforce if there's manpower available, and it will reinforce 10% of the troops, okay? So 10% of that would take 10 months. So times 10 months of reinforcement, it's going to cost 4.6 ducats. So it's half as much to just keep it around and reinforce. That's pretty good. Versus scrapping it and then having to train a new one. So I don't want to do that. Habsan is improving relations. Do I still have military access through you? There's no way. No. No, I was just looking at the wrong province, that's all. Alright, this army feels rather weak. And I'd like these two armies to be closer together. So let's park them over there. You do need to be here to reduce the revolt risk on this guy. As they reinforce, they'll continue to squash that rebellion. Although I'd like to get the mercenaries to the front lines. So let's grab all the mercenaries out and have them go join that army. We take our military tech. We will pick up our... What kind of infantry do we want? Oh wait, we already had that infantry. We're talking about the cavalry. Just better cavalry all around. How much better? They have fire, and they have more shock, and they have way more morale. Sweet. And the cannons. Wow, we have a lot of choices. Well, 2 choices. I forgot that was thing on. So, do we want to use the guy that gives more morale protection or shock defense? Again, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that you could have half of a pip. So if you use a cannon in the back row, they provide half of the defense. I'm almost positive that's correct. Let me just check real quick, because I've heard that. WoW, it's not WoW, it's E4. E4 Wiki Combat. I'm just gonna look this up real quick. 1 second. Land Warfare. Maybe I should look for unit types. Artillery. Deploy all artillery in the second row. Yep, yep. Deploy all artillery. Yep, yep. This is okay. Target selection. Okay, artillery only does 50% damage from the back position. Okay, I knew that. Okay. No, there's nothing on this page about the actual artillery. So we need to just look up units. I know this is kind of not the right time and place for this, but I'm stuck. Mentally, I have to do it. Okay, infantry. Looking for artillery. Artillery will not fight in battles like infantry cavalry, but also not only fight in battles. Okay, unlike attacking with 50% of their attack power. Additionally, artillery regiments bestow their defensive pips to the regiment in front of them. Artillery helps defend the unit in front of them with half of the artillery's defensive shock and fire. That's what the wiki says, so I'm not crazy about that. But the thing is, this is where it's kind of confusing. You can't have half of a pip. So if you bestow half of your defensive pips to the group in front of you, then does that just get rounded down? Like, do these first guys not actually do any real benefit? Maybe not. Well, let's take the culverin. Let's just, I don't know. I'd have to do some serious testing to actually determine if half of a pip can work. Because the way that damage is calculated is always based on whole value of pips. There's no such thing as having, like, again, I'm just going to look it up real quick. E4 combat. Let's look at casualties. So, attacker advantage. Depending on the actual number, your dice result, it determines the casualties. So, it's the disparity between your pips and their pips. So, if you have half of a pip, you would end up in between the two, and I don't think it works that way. Anyway, I'm not going to spend any more effort on it. But we'll take the guy with the defensive shock just to see if it makes a difference. You know what's crazy about this game? I've been playing it for a year and a half. I still don't know everything about it. Kara will cede land to the Timurids. Alright, and did I see that Kara will become a vassal? No. Well, the Timurids now have a larger border with the Ottomans, so if the Ottomans... Oh, hey, they've attacked... See, I did not get it... I don't know about Poland, so I didn't see the peace offer, but they've attacked the Mamluks. Why am I not getting pop-ups about your offensive wars? Maybe I just have it minimized or something? I'm not sure. Well, I'm glad they attacked the Mamluks instead of the Timurids. So, with you in an offensive war, would you join the war against the Timurids? Yes, you would. We'll try to time it with the end of his war. Okay, so if we declare conquest, we get our provinces for free. If we declare reconquest, we have full influence. We've got taking from rival. We are not a despotic monarchy or feudal monarchy, so we don't have the -10 here. We could change, but this one's given us it's given us more manpower. So that's kind of useful. Look at that. We get 2.7 whole income from vassals. How nice. Timurids have stopped embargoing us. Why? Under what circumstance would that make sense? Well, we're on Tech 10. There are no more rebellions. It's time. We just gotta do it. We'll make it over... Pune. No, we'll make it over Marawadadada. Alright, relative strength of the alliance. Yep, that was intentional, although it took a long time. Claim... Well, we're at war, so we can't do that. Take Badashkan. That's up here. Alright, well, we're not really going to do either of those. Our navy's under attack. They do have 3 heavies. I'd rather not fight 3 heavies. But I suppose 30... Well, these are lights. Where are your 3 heavies? Bahmanas has 2. Bengal has 1. We could kill 2. Right, let's tell our vassals to be supportive. Have them go attach with the reservists. And now we've got to decide where we want to fight him. If he goes straight for that army, I'm going to have to go and attack it. No, he's decided to sit put. Okay. That's good. That's good. He's suffering attrition. I already know from looking at the ledger earlier that he has no manpower. Very low manpower. More manpower than me, granted. We'll lose the administrative points, even though they're typically... Oh, shoot. No. I thought we were doing a Diplo idea. That was wrong. It was backwards. Should have been the other way around. We should just go kill his army. But I'd really prefer to fight him in the right province. What are you doing? Excuse me? Stay attached to this army. Oh, is it because there's too many regiments here? You're scared of being... Here, I'll grab the really damaged guys, and we'll just hide them in a very, very distant corner. Like, way the hell up here. How's that sound? Stay attached. Where are you going? Now, if he wants to move in there, I might actually just take that fight. Oh, that's the problem. You're trying to attach to this. No. Get back over there. We're going to want to clean up that army. He's going to move into here. He might be pursuing this army. Let's leave it here for bait. Nope, he wants to move into the hills. We'll be there on the 24th, so we'll beat him. Then we can just engage him in the plains there, farmlands. Okay, actually, he's going to attack me into the hills with a 1-1. I did not expect that, but okay. I mean, we'll take it. Thank you, Bengal. That's why we don't want to be your ally. Because you're very stupid. "14th of August, so you've moved on. Yeah, he's going for this. He's actually going for my weak regiments. But I'm going to take advantage of that and clear up some of his weak regiments now. We can be there on the 3rd. So we can beat you there. We'll be the defender if you actually continued. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. This is Drylands. No river crossing. They've got a 2-1 leader. I think we take this fight. He's got 10,000 infantry plus 5,000, so 15. We need 15 infantry to really absorb that thing. Is there a river crossing between here and Hadodi? There is. If we did this, we'll try to time it so that you arrive. Yeah, and then we'll just reinforce it. And we're going to take that fight, we're going to smash him. Okay, so the problem is we will start off slightly flanked. And oh gosh, we actually have cannons in the front row. Crap. Crap, crap, we need to reinforce. Whoops. That was really dumb. Move to the back! Move to the back row! Cannons! Get to the back! Well, that was rather silly. They're going to be expensive to reinforce. Alright, since we have done manpower, it does make sense, I think, to keep on consolidating and pulling these guys out. Cannons as well. You are going to Chittor. Let's prevent that. Okay, we did lose 2 lights, but we killed the rest of his ships. Okay, that's good. Does that mean we can ignore? Yeah, we can just keep them out there. We'll have to replace those 2 ships. Not a big deal. And Source Hills, let's not fight there. We're so low on manpower, I've still got to be as tactical as I can about picking good fights. Orissa's just going crazy with vassals. Kind of like I am. 24th. And you will arrive in Hadodi on the 29th, okay. Let's make sure we don't run into that problem again where the artillery gets deployed in the wrong row. Okay, Subi and Hadodi. With no leader. Feel like I might need to just train some more mercenaries, darn it. We'll get some more Polagar infantry. And again, this is 8 plus 9, that's bad. This one's a little bit more balanced. We'll take you with the leader to engage. 7th, 5th, good. Okay, we can catch him. Another flat ground fight. We're not going to have cannons or deploy in the front row again. Hopefully you don't bring a river crossing in. You did not, good. he is doing actually rather well. Our morale is higher, discipline is not. We've got so many more cannons, though. We should be crushing him, but I think it's because a lot of my infantry are not reinforced well. I'd really not like to lose this fight, but we've already lost this fight, so let's just get out of here. I don't want to lose artillery, so that's okay. I do think we'll win this, the manpower war here pretty quick. We got all of our vassals attached to us. Let's go smash him now. As soon as we can grab the leader, who is retreating all the way up to Lahore. Lost an advisor. I guess it's time for trade efficiency guy. Are you providing me with any good leaders? We got a 1-4 in there. Let's go for it. Oh no! He's going after the reinforcement stack. I will disband it before I will allow you to do such a thing. Stay away from me. Well, this army doesn't have quite the same amount of artillery, but we're attacking a weakened army. Yeah, that went way better. Turns out having infantry and not being completely out of manpower is pretty good. I don't think you want to move there. Pretty sure you're going to want to stop. 11th. 12th. See if we can isolate this army. 15th. 15th. We might be able to catch it now. Have you guys march through. And it looks like we've pretty well dealt with the majority. So now it's about cleanup. This is kind of a messy war. We have negative 24,000 manpower, so kind of explains some of the issues we've been having. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. Next video, we will get these cores returned, take 2 provinces for ourselves, and hopefully time it well so that we can attack the Timurids. Oh hey, we've discovered a whole bunch of land. I have those pop-ups turned off, because I don't care about them usually. Yeah, the Ottomans are doing really well. They did vassalize, or eat all of Hungary. Anyway, they're still at war with the Mamluks. They haven't won it yet, so we can time it, hopefully, and do well there. So, alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon.